Forget the political unrest. Forget about, civil disobedience. Forget about the debt, Iran. We brought Pat in to talk about the real issue of the day. Welcome to Pat Gray.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it has to be discussed. Is Tom Brady a good parent or not?
Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Finally, somebody is addressing this.
Asking the question that must be asked. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, we had last year, you remember this, and I think we disagreed on the kiss with the 11-year-old son. I found it disturbing. I think you were okay with it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made out for like 15 minutes.
They did not make out. They did not make out.
It was disturbing.
No, it wasn't.
It's like, okay, stop! And now he went cliff diving in Costa Rica with his 6-year-old daughter. Now, this one is pretty scary. This one's a little different because... First of all, why do you post this on Twitter? You're just opening yourself up to it.
Yes,
and whether
I agree
or not
with that.
Tom Brady cliff dives with his daughter, that's not on my business. Yet he made it my business because he
made it my business. He forced me to
take a stand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting because there's a lot of controversy and a lot of discussion. A lot of people are saying, "Hey, that's a good dad spending time with his daughter, doing unusual." Death-defying
There
things.
are people that take their kids mountain climbing and all kinds of stuff that I would never do.
Never do.
But that's the way their family is.
I would not do this with my kids. But
I wouldn't do it myself.
The jump is what? 15 feet?
It's not that. The jump
20 feet?
height isn't as big of a deal
as the rocks.
The
rocks are frightening because if she lands on the rocks, you're
and
badly injured if not dead.
He grabbed her.
Right.
Yes, because he grabs her as he's jumping in and he sort of jerks her arm to make sure she clears the freaking rocks.
Yes.
She kind of goes in sideways.
For those who are watching this on Blaze TV, we do have the video.
All right, go ahead and play the video. She's standing there before her dad.
Now he grabs her hand and he seems to be talking about what we're going to do. Then he asks her if she's ready, I think. You can't hear it, but
and she
nods.
shook her head, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're ready.
1,
okay, here we go.
2, 3.
And, hesitation. So he has to pull her.
Okay.
He has to jerk her arm and separates her shoulder. And
separates her shoulder. She's swimming.
Breaks her rotator cuff.
She's swimming to him. I think this is if he was like, "You're gonna jump, Daddy. I don't want to jump."
I don't think it was.
I don't think that was it at all. I think she was like, "I think that'd be
I'll
fun."
do it. But she's 6.
Yes. Okay.
At the moment of actually doing it, it's going to be different.
Dad. He's a good dad because he did grab her.
Is he? Is he though? Is he? Should he have taken that risk?
Right.
With his daughter?
Well, the risk you're saying once the jump began and she didn't
then he was
want
a
to
good
jump,
dad
then he
because
was
he
a good
had
dad.
to pull her away from sudden death.
Yes. The question is, do you put her in that situation at 6 years old? Now,
I
would say
stop treating our children like they're complete imbeciles.
So it said treat them like Acme anvils and throw them off of mountains?
No, I didn't say throw them off of mountains.
This is
she
different.
said, assuming that she said, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. Okay, but here's the thing. You have to jump. You have to jump past those rocks. I know you're capable of doing it. You have to jump past the rocks. It's fear that will hurt you. If you have fear, it will hurt you. I'm good, Dad. I'm good. Are you sure? Yes, I'm good. Okay, let's go. She walks out to the cliff. You'll notice she's there first. She walks out to the cliff. I'm good. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes.
I'm sure all that took place.
Right.
But
why take the chance?
Well, yeah. And second,
because he knows he's going to grab her and pull her over in case.
And separate her shoulder and break her rotator cuff.
She did not break her rotator cuff or separate her shoulder.
I will say,
and she's clearly a very good swimmer. She's swimming to him.
Yeah, or at least a swimmer. We don't know that she's a very good swimmer, but she's a swimmer. You skip over a very important part of the parenting there, however, is when your 6-year-old says, I really want to do that, you have an opportunity as a father to say no.
No, it's
and
not
that's
safe.
when you as a father have to know your 6-year-old kid and know if they are capable of doing it or not.
And he obviously chose incorrectly in that she didn't not want to jump.
How many times I've got the greatest, I have the greatest thing of Rafe and I jumping into the pool. George Lang was at our house. Have you ever seen this series of pictures?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to
have
him in our bathroom in New York. And there was this whole series of pictures of the two of us running. And he's like, and he must have been about 6. And he's like, let's jump in. And I'm like, okay, I'll beat you. And then whoever gets in first wins. All right. So we're running.
And you're in your full clothes. Right?
I'm in my I'm in a suit.
Yeah.
And so we're running.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we're running and we get to the edge. 1, 2, 3. I jump. He doesn't. Okay. And it's not because he thought it was funny. He just at the last minute was like, I'm nervous. I'm not going to jump.
Right. Well, we know that's what happens with 6-year-olds, right? That's why yours is not a life.
But there wasn't a rocky cliff you were jumping
That's
from.
why I didn't grab his arm on the way in.
Right.
And he didn't even move. He didn't hesitate. She hesitated. And I can guarantee you, it's not her just standing there that made him grab her arm. It's the fact that she went and hesitated.
Oh, yeah.
And that hesitation is what will kill you.
He had to pull her in, and
He
she
had to.
She basically landed
She
on
would've
top
been
of him.
badly hurt.
It could have been really bad.
Why are we even talking this? She's fine.
Yeah, she's fine. And I will say, like, I think.
Would you do that with your daughter? Because she's about that age, isn't she?
Yeah, she's 6.
Yeah. Would you do that with her?
No, I would not. Not in that situation.
I wouldn't either.
Just because, like, she's a great swimmer. I mean, she's a great swimmer.
I wouldn't do that
think-
with my 30-year-old daughter.
Wait.
All right, honey, let's take your hand. Come on.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, now wait a minute. Would you do it if you had a very daredevilish kind of child at 6?
No.
No, she is.
Because I'm the adult.
She lives. My daughter Ainsley lives life head first. That's how she lives it. And she is a daredevil, and she will do anything.
Would you
but I
take
would-
that risk if you were a world-class athlete and knew that you could help your...
Like, put a hypothetical to a person who can just answer it. Of course, I am.
As a Canadian
world-class.
sports celebrity.
Yes,
Have you
thank you.
forgotten?
Oh, I forgot that.
So
Yeah,
soon,
yeah, yeah,
Glenn?
yeah.